After 2.5 years, we're still having fun.
Hello everybody, this is NAPAFan here, and this is race number 11 in season number 4 of the NRLOA Napa Truck Series from the Armory Digital Superspeedway, the Northwest 200. And we only have 8 races left to go in the season. We're in the second half of the season, and we're starting to see a big gap in the top 5 in points. We'll get to that in a moment. The first is 2.6 Mile Speedway. It's a super speedway, I should say, in Seattle, Washington. The only fictional racetrack of the season in the Napa Truck Series. But still a very fun racetrack to go to. Matt Dahlia is the defending winner of this race, and Cameron Gaju won this race in season number 1. Donovan Dufit, who has won the past 2 races here in the Napa Truck Series, won here in season number 2. So all 3 of the past winners of this race are in the field tonight. That might be the first race we have had in a long time like that. That just shows how the experience ranks up here at this racetrack, and we're going to definitely see a lot of those veterans run up front, but we got a lot of rookies as well. They might have a shot at victory tonight as well. Coming into the night in the point standings, Alexander Rowe still holds the points lead, 246 points for him. And Daytona winner Alex Bonsignor. It's been the Alex and Alex show here in the Napa Truck Series this season. Those 2 guys have been the dominant guys in the first 10 races. Alexander Rowe, the points leader. Alex Bonsignor only 10 points behind, and there's a big chance that one of those 2 drivers could be the champion at the end of the season. Justin Heath has yet to even win an NAPAFan race, and he's 17 points behind, looking to get his second championship on NAPAFan, by the way. He won the Hearst Dash Series championship earlier this year. We got Cookie Helms in the number 29 points behind, unofficially 4th in the points. Eric Monaco and Al Agassi tied unofficially for 5th, 32 points behind each. And this is definitely going to either spread that point gap up or close it back in, and you see it's 32 points from Alexander Rowe to Eric Monaco. That's only 5 positions, almost a whole race worth of points in between those guys. So it's starting to really spread out. We're starting to really see the guys who are going to have a chance at this championship. And I really look at Alexander Rowe and Alex Bonsignor this season. I think they're going to have a strong one coming to the end. Anyways, we can't get the party started here tonight without firing the engine, so let's head trackside for that good old-fashioned command here for the Northwest 200.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines!
Fantastic command there. We're ready to roll here from the Armory Digital Superspeedway. It's had 16 laps of action, around 40 miles. It's a little bit different because it's a 2.6 mile racetrack, but you guys will see that in a moment. And it's William Brock in the number 5, the Charlotte winner, starting on the pole position, fastest time in qualifying last night. He'll start alongside uncharted driver Adam Lewis, actually almost said 2-time winner. He has not won 2 races this season, only one at Pocono, but still a very good driver this season, one of the most consistent uncharted drivers. And he's made quite a few of these races so far this season in that number 30 truck. Row number 2 sees Cameron Gaju, the season 1 winner here at Armory Digital, alongside Jack Cabarrus in the number 66. Nicholas Wade and Patrick Smith in row number 3. There's Alex Bonsignor. He's got a chance at taking the points lead away from Alexander Rowe. Alex Bonsignor led in the points the first 5 or 6 races, maybe even the first 7 races this season in that number 18 until Alexander Rowe took it away from him. He is going to start 7th alongside the legend Jesse Turner in the number 92. Cookie Helm is only 29 points behind the points lead, starts alongside Marty Johnson in row number 5. Number 32 of Ace Garcia is starting behind his teammate Alexander Rowe in number 22, who is the points leader. And Ace Garcia finished 2nd yet again. I said in qualifying, he's like the Chase Elliott of NAPAFan. Keeps on getting those second place finishes, doesn't get a win. We might see him in victory lane here tonight. Number 50 truck is now driven by Carter Friesen, making his first ever Napa Truck Series start here tonight in the Northwest 200. The lights are on here around this 2.6 mile super speedway, and it is definitely going to be an interesting one with this racetrack. The outside lane can work sometimes, especially through the tri-oval, and the finish of this race could be very exciting. Just look back at Season 1 and Cameron Gaggi pulling it off in the outside lane. That was a memorable one, and definitely one of the good moments of this series here in the Napa Truck Series. William Brock, Adam Lewis for Green Flag Racing in the Northwest 200 at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. Outside lane working, and the number 30 getting into stick to lead lap number 1, Adam Lewis with the lead. And that outside lane definitely looking strong right now. It's a little harder to keep it working here at Armory Digital compared to Daytona, but still a very good racetrack for these drivers to get that outside lane to work, especially in these trucks, considering the high amount of downforce they have. There's Nicholas Wade in the O2 trying to get the inside lane to work. Number 30 and the number 5 working the higher two lanes to stay even with the O2. Derek Hamill in the 7 on the inside lane. Here's Eric Monaco. Eric Monaco 32 points behind Alexander Rowe. And he won in Atlanta earlier this season, looking to get another victory. And Joey Donovan Dufit is the only two-time winners of this season. We got some 4-wide. Usually they can do 4-wide here at Armory Digital compared to Daytona and Talladega. It's usually when we get 5-wide that it usually doesn't work here. But they can do 4-wide for quite some time, and the reason is they go slower here at Armory Digital than they do at Daytona and Talladega. We run with restrictor plates on these trucks here at this racetrack, unlike the other two places. So that definitely makes it slower for these guys, but it also gets that outside lane to work, which makes the racing very interesting. Nicholas Wade is taking the lead away from the 5 and the 30. Here comes Derek Hamill in the 7. And Hamill getting that inside lane to work. It's through the tri-oval where the outside lane really gets a good push, and that's definitely where we're going to want to watch for at the finish of this race. Look at Nicholas Wade here, getting a run on Derek Hamill. Not able to beat him at the line, but he came close to getting a run in that outside lane and taking the lead away. Number 7 leading this field, that is Derek Hamill. Marty Johnson, the Texas winner. He hasn't done much other than that Texas win, but he's up here. His teammate is Alex Bonsignor. He's been up front in the points all season long. Got that win at Daytona. Started off the season very strong. And he's right now running up front here in the Northwest 200. We're going to be a quarter of the way through this event. Next time by, and like I said, this is going to be a very fast one, a very short race. And you got to get up front at the right time. And there's less time to do that considering it's only 16 laps. So Marty Johnson on the outside here of the 18 of Alex Bonsignor, and at the line, I believe Bonsignor got the advantage on the number 4. Here comes Zach Ryan, and here's Eli Bright, only his 3rd start this season. He's failed to qualify quite a few times, and if you guys have been watching qualifying, he failed to qualify the last 2 races by being tied for the final transfer position, but not having enough points on the guy he tied with to advance on. But he finally made a race here, and it's good to see that number 12 running up front here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. At Cookie Helms here on the inside lane, and he's one of those guys up there in the point standings looking to get to the inside of Zach Ryan. They're going to be side by side for the lead, lap 5 of 16. Kind of a mess back in here. At Carter Friesen in the middle of all this in the number 50. You guys might be wondering why. The driver has changed. Multiple accounts were suspected, and found it necessary to take away the ride there from number 50. However, the driver who owned both of those names, I should say, still has one of his drivers in the series, so not a full-blown suspension, just enough to say, don't do that next time. Number 29, that is Cookie Helms, able to get around the 88 of Zach Ryan, Nicholas Avey in the 51, and Eli Bright with the points leader. Alexander Rowe right behind these guys. And Alexander Rowe has been quiet. He hasn't won a race yet this season. He won, actually, the special event that we did at the beginning of the season, the charity event. But he's not won a points race in this series, but has definitely put in the work to be the points leader. And in this series, consistency is the key. A lot of veterans here on the inside now. You got Stuart Gratton in the 19 moving his way up. Cookie Helms did lead that lap. You got Tristan Allen, Garrett Zanor, Nicholas Samadillo, who's come close to winning this race twice before. He's never won in the Napa Truck Series before. And John are on that inside lane in the 05 with a chance at victory possible. Stay on that inside lane. There's Cameron Gaju in the number 6. I know 13 of Matt Dallio's in the field. He won this race last year. Matt Dallio has been having a very tough season. It's kind of odd to see someone as successful as him have a struggling season like he has. But he won here last year. Might be able to do it again here tonight. We're just going to have to see. Just look at the mess he has in front of him. Got to get around all that if he's going to win here tonight. But it's still possible for the number 13. We got 5 wide. Nicholas Avey in the outside wall. I believe he overshot the corner. Stuart Gratton is currently leading here. And I believe they're going to fan it down the 4 wide, but that might split the pack up a little bit. And you see a little bit of a gap starting to form between Nicholas Samadillo and Alexander Rowe right there. A little thinned out throughout that area on the racetrack. Stuart Gratton has taken the lead away, coming to halfway here in the Northwest 200. The 98 Tristan Allen with Garrett Zanor, Alex Bonsignor on the inside lane. A lot of veterans running up front right now, and I think I said, I don't know if it was this recording or the recording before I was trying to do this, but I did say it at some point. You might not have heard me. But these veteran drivers will definitely be running up front, but he also got the rookies like Derek Hamill, Diego Yepez on that inside lane. It's a mix of the veterans and the rookies in every race, and the rookies are usually at the advantage in this series, but right now we got the veterans running in the top 4. And it's going to be very interesting to see if they can hold off these young guns coming behind them in the field. Garrett Zanor going for win 19 of his career, looking to surpass Caleb Hoffman in the all-time wins list. And Tristan Allen looking to get his 2nd win of the season. He won at Riverside earlier this season in that number 98 truck. Here comes Zanor to the inside for the lead on Tristan Allen. Got Jesse Turner here in the 92. Turner's had a tough season, but it's not like he's had a good year, per se. He had a tough season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and it's been tough for him in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series for quite a few seasons. But here he is in the 92, trying to get this inside lane to work. He got shuffled out of line. He's going to clear the 44, and a lot of shuffling. Oh, and in the wall, Al Legacy, and down the backstretch they're going around. William Brocker, pole sitter, has spun, and there's Matt Dallio in the 13 with some contact, and I believe that's it. Got Fisher G around, John Sheets in the 87, and the pace truck's going to come out, and we're going to have a late race restart coming back to the line. It's going to be the 98 of Tristan Allen winning the race back, and this changes everything. You got to be up front on this last restart if you're going to have a chance at victory, so these guys in the top 10 right now, they're going to have the best shot at winning this thing. But an unexpected accident down the backstretch. We usually don't see it down the backstretch here at Armory Digital too often. We do have some issues with the camera going into the pit lane. I do apologize for the frame rate dropping there. We'll try not to get into the pit lane too much for this race. But we'll definitely try to review this crash, and it's going to be interesting to see what happened. It was Al Legacy in the 28 who went around initially. Caution coming out here, lap 10 of 16 in the Northwest 200. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution here at the Armory Digital Superspeedway. Replay of this in slow motion right here. You got the 87 of John Sheets kind of moving up a little bit on Al Legacy, and they get together, and Legacy tries to get off, but I think John Sheets just keeps on coming up, and you see Adam Lewis go around, and that's what resulted in the 5 of William Brock spinning down the back. You see the 0-2 of Nicholas Wade get bumped around a little bit there. A lot of these drivers avoided contact. Jack Cabarrus, Patrick Smith did not. And you're going to see the 5 here of William Brock slide into the 10 of Fisher G. And I think Matt Delio avoided anything here in number 13. Great job by the defending winner of this race, avoiding contact. Very good job by the number 13. A minor incident, wasn't too major, no flips or anything like that, just a couple guys going around basically. They should all be able to continue. William Brock and Fisher G might have had the most damage in all of this. I know Jack Cabarrus might have some front-end damage in the 66, but still a minor incident, which is fortunate here in the Northwest 200. Real-time replay of the crash, and Legacy might have gotten in the sheets there, but those two guys went around. That 28 almost went upside down. Even though they run restrictor plates here, they still go pretty fast. 180 miles per hour is definitely not slow. Don't try doing that on I-95. I don't recommend it. But see what ensues there. All those guys spinning around, and the 28 of Al Legacy, the first one going around, but he should be able to continue. And now Al Legacy's tied for 5th in the points with Eric Monaco. So that could have a big effect on the championship later on in the season. You see the damage on Jack Cabarrus' machine. That might be the end of the day for him, unfortunately. And not even do fit. He won here in Season 2. He's won the last 2 races. He's deep in the field. He's not going to have a chance at victory, I don't believe, because we're only going to have a couple laps left, and you don't have enough time to work your way from the back to the front to get the win here. I think you got to be in the top 10 to get this victory. And Tristan Allen could still end up getting the win. He could be able to hold off everybody else here, and if he can do that, I think definitely show the world that he's a really good driver, and he is. He's got double-digit victories on this channel, but I'm just going to have to see how it all plays out here for the 98, and all these guys behind him, they're going to try to get around this 98. I just don't know if they're going to have a chance. Tristan Allen's good, and he's going to have a chance at holding them off. Let's go ahead and see what happens on the restart here in the Northwest 200 at the Armory Digital Superspeedway Race 11 of the season in Season 4 of the Napa Truck Series. It's going to be 2 laps to go here at the Armory Digital Superspeedway in Race 11 of the season, and that's going to definitely shape up to create an exciting finish here. A win at stake and 39 points towards the championship. Well, pretty late in the season, midway late through the season, I should say. And all the points count towards the championship. And if you can get 39, it's the best you can possibly do. And that's what these guys want to do if they want to win the championship. You got Tristan Allen leading the field. And Garrett Zenor. Now, John Arndt has definitely had the worst season so far, but Garrett Zenor has not been too far behind. The number 16, I believe, is 31st in points of all the full-timers. He's running second right now with 2 laps to go, a chance at victory and a chance at win number 19. If he can do that, he'll surpass Caleb Hoffman, and he would be the all-time winningest driver. Caleb Hoffman can't get back to that because Hoffman's retired, so a lot at stake there for Zenor. You got Stuart Gretton, Carter Friesen, and Eli Bright, the top 5. Nicholas Samadio still going for that first career Napa Truck Series win in 6th. Green flag back in the air here in the Northwest 200. And these single file restarts are definitely a beneficiary to the 98 of Tristan Allen because he doesn't have anybody alongside him trying to get that draft, getting that run on the outside, which is definitely very possible early on in a run. And he has the opportunity to stay ahead. He's got help from Garrett Zenor trying to clear Stuart Gretton here. And Allen is going to stay out front. They're trying to form up top. Zenor doesn't have any help. And Carter Friesen's going to clear the 19. Will it be in his first ever Napa Truck Series start a win for the number 50? We're just going to have to see. Coming to the white flag, it is Tristan Allen in the 98 leading the field. 1 lap to go at the Armory Digital Superspeedway. Gretton, Sam Adio, Marty Johnson in the number 4 on this inside lane, but I just don't know if they're going to have enough help. You got the BKR guys on the inside with Stuart Breton and Cookie Helms trying to get something to stick, but Tristan Allen, he's got the help from Garrett Senor. Senor clears for second. And Garrett Senor might be the only guy who has a chance on Tristan Allen here in this race. We're just going to have to see. Will Senor dive to the inside? Yes, he will. Garrett Senor to the inside of Tristan Allen. 2 more corners left to go. And the tri-oval. Don't forget the tri-oval. It's a very crazy place. Garrett Senor is going to clear the 98, but will Tristan Allen get the run up top? Yes, he will. Or will he? No help from Carter Friesen. And at the line, Garrett Senor is going to win number 19 of his career here in the Northwest 200. You are looking at the all-time winningest driver on Napa Fan. Once again, it's Garrett Senor. The number 16 pulling away with the victory here tonight in the Northwest 200, getting around the 98 of Tristan Allen for the win. That was a good finish there. Tristan Allen came close in an outside lane. Just did not have enough to beat out the legend, Garrett Senor. He's 1 more away from the big 2-0 here on Napa Fan. 20 wins. 1 more away. He's got 7 races left to do it before the year ends. Great run for Garrett Senor here tonight, beating the 98 of Tristan Allen in the Northwest 200 here at the Armory Digital Superspeedway. And another thing I'm going to point out right here, John Arndt with a top 10 finish. That is his first top 10 of the season. And it's getting better for that 05 team. They finished 15th last week at Texas World, 9th here at Armory Digital. I mean, they're not going to win the championship at this point, but hey, things are starting to look up for that 05 team. And Kevin Harvick's all of a sudden leading at Texas. I'm doing this while recording while watching the Texas race. And all of a sudden, Kevin Harvick's in the lead. He's beating Truex now, and I'm a little upset by that. I like Truex. We share the same birthday. I mean, come on. You know, I don't like Harvick. But hey, you know what? Who cares about that? We got Garrett Senor in victory lane here tonight in Armory Digital. Fantastic event here at the Armory Digital Superspeedway. Great finish. Love coming here. And this race definitely showed why I love coming here. 3 drivers did fail to finish. Jack Cabarrus, William Brock, and Fisher G. They were all involved in that crash kind of midway through the race there, and that's what caused the 2-lap dash to the finish. Unfortunate for those guys, they did not get the finish here tonight, but they were the only 3. Everybody else finished on the lead lap. So next week we head to Bristol. 40 laps of action there, and it's not going to be a long race at all. That one is going to go by in a flash, especially if it goes caution-free. So, yeah, watch for qualifying next week. That's going to have a major effect on who wins that race, because Bristol does not have too much passing. It's going to be those 2 guys in the front row battling it out, and it's going to be a very technical race for the Rocky Ridge Custom Trucks 200 from Bristol next weekend, right here on Napa Fan. Garrett Senor, his 19th career victory on Napa Fan here tonight. Great to see him back in victory lane. And Tristan Allen a close second. Stuart Breton, Cookie Helms, and Carter Friesen, his first career Napa Truck Series start. Not Napa Fan start, but his second career Napa Fan start, I believe. But still a great run for him.